Welcome into the College Zone. I'm TJ Holmes. I'm here on the campus of Shasta College with head coach Craig Thompson. The Knights coming off of co-conference championships last year. What's next for this team? What's that next step?
Well, I mean, to be quite honest, our mission has been, and our message is throughout this entire offseason, we want to be selfless this year and go out and be the sole conference champ. Simple as that. So that's what our mission is, and our target is to go out there and be, the only one team recognized as the conference champions.
And this defense for you guys had its ups and downs last year. You had to replace the whole secondary, but the main core, your defensive line back with Corey Hurd and Eric Scribner, both all-conference players last year. Talk to me about the strengths of this defense now, and especially it's got to be with that defensive line, but who's kind of stood out for you?
Well, yeah, I mean, the core of our defense is up front in our forcing unit. When we have the likes of, Scribner and Corey Hurd coming back as all-conference selections, they kind of add the overall and serve as an overall nucleus for this football team on defense for us. But then from there with Brandon Hester on the DN, and we got Skylar Ferguson from Enterprise out there at the other DN, two great young guys who are doing a great job and really proving themselves through this fall camp. And then I think really the unsung heroes right now are our linebacker core. We got a really solid linebacker core. We got Aropa from Anderson High School back out here working with us now, and he looks like he's going to be our starting Mike backer. Two key veteran guys who've been in our program for a combined 3 years, each of them, with Marcus Hansen and then Jesse Robbins on the outside back positions for us. And then from there, where something we're really excited about is what we have in the secondary. We did a great job recruiting, really placed a lot of emphasis on getting some great talent, some speed in the secondary, and we're starting with the fresh secondary. So we're excited about that, and these guys have really been proving themselves and doing a great job and going against some really good receivers on a daily basis.
And everyone knows about your offense, ranked 6th in the state in scoring last year. Good shotgun fly system. You have a new quarterback that you have to come in here. You told me Dylan Desmaris is going to come in and got the job. What did you like about him to get the starting job, and who's going to be a couple of names that people are going to know by October on this offense?
Well, with Dylan, of course, he was a guy who served as a key backup for us last year and actually started a couple games for us. And when he came in, did a great job for us, and he had an injury that shut him down for the rest of the year. So he's a guy that kind of got robbed last year of having an opportunity to play a lot. So I know he was really hungry when he came in this year, wanted to prove himself and go out there and be the leader of our offense and, kind of like the key leader of our overall team. So he's doing a great job with that. He's had a good fall camp. When he's on, he's dynamite, but sometimes he gets a little inconsistent, so we're just working on him continuing to be more consistent on a day-to-day basis. So he's doing a good job with that, continuing to develop in that aspect. And then from there, we have some really pretty explosive guys going to do some great stuff for us. But we're real excited about our combination of running backs that we have. We have 3 guys going to really be something that I think people start recognizing their name. We got Connor Silvera from Central Valley High School. He'll be starting at our H, and then our fullback. And then we have Iquan, who, of course, he's coming in from Texas, and we have a young man from the Fresno area, Marlon Watkins, who's going to do a great job for us too. So we really like the combination of backs that we have. And then from there, when you look at the guys we have at the receiver core, Cooper coming back and Brock Barr coming back, then you mix in Davis Capon in there, and then you start throwing in some of these other new guys. We have Jordan Versay in the mix too. We got a really talented group of receivers. It's one of those type of situations. It's the dilemma: how do you get the ball to all these really good, talented playmakers? So Coach Hamilton has to make sure he's working hard on devising ways of getting the ball and spread it around and keeping this offense going like we were last year.
And you switch from the Bay Valley Conference to the Pac-7 League this year. No more Butte College arrival, no more Siskiyous on the schedule. You switch, like I said, you switch over to that Pac-7. How's that going to be different for you, and what are your thoughts on the switch for that?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to fathom that we're not playing Siskiyous and Butte. They're kind of like our natural geographical rivals.
And you guys haven't been to a bowl game in about 6 years. What does this team have to do specifically to make sure that they're there at the end of the season to get to play into that bowl game?
Well, I mean, we have a few key factors. First of all, we got to continue to get our consistency going and maintain that consistency and finish out every game. At times last year, that's where we had some problems where we just didn't finish out some situations for us. And we had some inconsistent play here and there. Defensively, we just can't give up big plays. We got great talent, so let the young men go out there and be football players and not put ourselves in a bad situation and give them something cheap. And then, ultimately, we're going to have to stay healthy. and stayed together and united as a football team. I like this team. I like the chemistry they kind of developed already in a short amount of time, and we got to keep that going through the adversity we'll face, and then come out the other side even stronger.
We hear there from Craig Thompson as Shasta tries to make its first bowl game since 2008. For more on Shasta College, keep it right here at Reading.com.